Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to the review of 1776, the second studio record by the deathcore band King Conquer. Today we're celebrating the 10th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. My story with this band is quite simple. I think it was the last day of the year 2010 when I found their lyric video on YouTube for the song Extinguisher. The video wasn't done by the band but somebody else, and I just enjoyed that song so much. To this day it's still my favorite King Conquer song, and because of that I've decided to check out their discography and I've been their fan ever since. I remember when they leaked one song from this record, Tyranny, like in 2011 I think, and it was just so bizarre, and we had to wait so long for this album because of the lineup changes and the drama. This band had always lots of drama involved because of drug addictions, shit like that. So the lineup for this record is the brothers, Chris on the drums and vocals and Adam on the bass, rest in peace Adam. Then we have Derek on the guitars and James on vocals. What's interesting about this record is that the music and the lyrics were written by Chris, Adam, James and John Bird. John Bird is the previous guitarist of this band who also sadly passed away. I guess he wrote the album with the band, but he left when they started recording it in the studio, and that's why Derek, the new guitarist, replaced him. That's the only explanation I can think of. The production on the record is tight, it's clean but heavy, no loudness or no clipping. I truly enjoyed the overall vibe of it. It's very claustrophobic and just desolate. Message is diverse. The songs are mostly about politics and society. They are very critical of USA's government, like they're shitting all over the capitalism, how basically the government exists to exploit people, that rich are getting richer and you're getting nothing. Those lyrics are actually one of the main reasons why this band is so respected and liked nowadays, because those lyrics are actually right, and not just in the USA, like all over the earth. They're just spewing the facts and telling the truth. I truly enjoy this stuff. The lyrics are perfect, structure of the songs is mostly advanced, which means they do follow the typical structure of intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro, but they add lots of breakdowns in between, and usually the breakdowns do not repeat, so you always have a new type of breakdown, and the breakdowns just slap. They're just so fucking good, and the music on this record can be described as a mix of deathcore, hardcore, even death metal in some parts. The record starts with the song A Day Late and $1 Short, and the first thing you're going to notice here is the drumming. It's there for the entire record. Chris is just killing it. Nowadays he's in Body Snatcher, another great band, and whenever he plays he's always giving it 100%. I truly enjoy his drumming, he can play fast or slow. Next is the bass. It's audible and it mostly follows the guitars. The guitar work is beautiful. I love the guitar riffs that are on this record. Some of them do sound generic, but that's just the minority. And finally we have the vocals by James and Chris. James is using lots of screams and growls, and Chris does those classic hardcore vocals, you know, yelling and shouting, and he's great at it. They truly complement each other when it comes to the vocal performance. This song is the best track on the record by far. I love every second of it. From the very angry intro, where one of the vocalists is just he's just breathing so angry, and then they just start with some blasts and just heavier, groovier parts. I love the vocals here, and the lyrics are just bankers. Destined to face in 1776. Like, what the hell is going on? They just hate the capitalism and the government so much. Like, I just love that stuff. My favorite line from the entire song is when the guitarist starts playing that very nu metal influenced guitar riff that sounds like old school Korn, and the vocalist growls, "You're against abortion, but you've aborted your dreams." It just goes so hard. Like, I will always remember that part. This song is a classic, and if you don't know it, you should go listen to it. If you forgot about it, go listen to it. I haven't heard this song in a few years, but the moment I've hit play, I just heard it, I was like, all of the memories just came back, and I just remembered the entire thing, like vocally and musically. I was like, wow, 11 out of 10. Empires, I think it's one of the weaker songs on the record, but it's still great. While I don't particularly enjoy the intro, the beginning of it, that first breakdown in the middle, wow, it slaps. It's so heavy, crunchy, like that call out before the drums and the guitars hit. Like, you need to listen to this shit. And then we get another breakdown at the end, and it's also my favorite part of the song. I just wish the beginning of the song and some guitar riffs here and there were better written, but overall it's a fun song. I will never forget about it. 8 out of 10. Demoralized. Now this track goes hard from beginning to the end. It doesn't have any weak moments, it just goes breakdown after breakdown, heavy guitar parts, some cool tremolo stuff also that reminds me of death metal music. It's just a classic song. Like, you need to go listen to it. It's a 10 out of 10. Tyranny. Now, this was the first song I've heard from this record, but I think it was a demo version. I couldn't find it online nowadays. I don't know if a copy exists somewhere, but this track, while it starts kinda weak, it gets so much better the more it goes on. Like the middle part, the ending, just everything after the first part of the song, just so fucking good. The growling, the screaming, the breakdowns, the guitar riffs, yet again the message behind the song, it all stays in your head. 9 out of 10. That Last is a song about someone who abandoned their dreams and they're just working 9 to 5 and they are happy by being a slave to the minimum wage and shit like that. It's a heavy song. When it comes to the structure of it, I think it's the exact opposite of Tyranny, because That Last starts fantastic and the first part of the song is just, I don't even have words for it, it's just so fun to listen to. But the more it goes on, the weaker it becomes. Like, in the middle there was some part that I didn't enjoy, but besides that, it's a banger. I love the lyrics, the vocals, the guitar riffs, the drumming, the bass. 9 out of 10. Solitary Confinement is a song that I did not expect on this record when I first heard it, because it sounds like a mix of Deftones when it comes to the bass or the guitar work, and then the electronic elements remind me of Linkin Park, the first record, that song Cure for the Itch. It's just so weird. It's here in the middle of the record, and I guess it's supposed to ease you in, give you some space to breathe, and it does that. I truly enjoy this one. It doesn't have any vocals except some samples, and wow, it's a fantastic song. It's not the best here, but it's a breath of fresh air. 8 out of 10. Side Effects has my favorite message from the entire record. It's against the drug industry, you know, doctors prescribing you shit like opioids. This one goes very hard, but for some reason I think it's the weakest song because the instrumental work isn't as good as the vocals and the message behind the track. Like, I still love the breakdowns here, 8 out of 10. The color green is much better than the previous song. I truly enjoyed this one's atmosphere, the attention to details, you know, there's some cool intricacies here and there that only happen once. The breakdowns yet again shine through. I don't know, I'm just a breakdown guy. I hear a breakdown, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. The vocals, perfect. Some part I think in the middle was just like, okay, but overall the song is perfect. 9 out of 10. And the final song, Novus Ordo Seclorum. Now this one has much more darker and sinister atmosphere from all the previous songs. The guitar riffs are crunchy, evil sounding, the vocals amazing from both James and Chris, but There are some parts here that I was like, okay, some generic riffs. I do love this song and the message behind it. 9 out of 10. And now I also wanted to review the final King Conquer song from 2015. Many people forget it even exists. Deathbed. Now this track has a different production where the vocals are much more louder than the music. At least that's how I feel about it. And I do enjoy the vocals, they're great. The music, just perfect. This sounds like a standard King Conquer song. Nothing special and nothing bad. I do enjoy it, I think it's great. I wish they would release another album. That will sadly never happen, but at least we have this song. 8 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable and the flow is fitting, replayability, yeah, it's an excellent record. I love it from beginning to the end. The highlights here are the first song, A Day Late and A Dollar Short, Demoralized, Dead Last, The Color Green, Novus Ordo Seclorum, Tyranny. Check those songs out, they're just masterpieces. What can I say? The lyrics on this record speak to my soul, the breakdowns are juicy, and some of the more tremolo guitar riffs that are more death metal inspired, I also love them a lot. This is a classic record that you should listen to. Celebrate Rossi by spinning this record today, it deserves your love and attention. That's all from me, thank you for watching, follow me on my Instagram, in the description, I will see you in my other videos, bye!